Teatime and Tarot, Daily Tarot Diary. If you've not been following along, this is a daily diary. They're posted Monday through Friday in daily entries, so if you want to journal along, you can do that. I started this just over a week ago, so if you want to catch up, you can see them. They're all in a playlist on my main page. Subscribe to follow and get notification of when the next entry is uploaded. Welcome back if you've been here before. Welcome still if you haven't been here before. Happy to see you. So we're going to start out the day with the Chariot. There is momentum built up. There is action being taken. There's a point of command that is being accepted and engaged with. Also the sign of Cancer. If you have any Cancer placements or any acquaintances or influences with Cancer placements, it may be helpful to talk to them to support your endeavor moving forward. Four of Pentacles. Okay, so Four of Pentacles, I call it the heartbeat of manifestation. It's the four corners, the first four corners that establish stability within the material realm of your life. So home, work, money, family, health. But it's also needs to be aware of when to expand and contract, when to reinvest resources in order to encourage growth, and when to contract and save resources in order to maintain stability. So that happening consistently over time is what sustains life and what supports growth and evolution. So being aware of when to reinvest and when to maintain is very important with the Four of Pentacles energy. And then you're going into the Five of Pentacles energy. So feeling a little left out of control, a little bit of adversity in what you feel you're able to accomplish, or resources that you have available, or what it's possible for you to establish for yourself. So this may be a little bit of self-defeating thought and disbelief in your own ability to manifest what it is that you want to, with the Four of Pentacles here going to the Five. Yeah, this is a little bit of dejection I'm seeing, especially the Chariot. It's the card of Cancer, so it's a very Cancer is very emotionally sensitive. It's a water sign, water placement. So you may be feeling in a space of sort of, what is it? Emotionally limited or discontent with what you feel like you're able to physically manifest based on your resources and your capabilities. So a little left out in the cold. The Five of Pentacles, though, it is a point of adversity, so it's a challenge to you. So it's about asking yourself, okay, maybe I don't have the resources that I normally would have or that I think I should have, but what do I have? And innovating ways and thinking outside of the box about how you can connect to resources or abilities in different ways, or ways that you haven't considered before. So being a little bit renegade, being a little bit innovative in what you use to manifest what you want. So that's a very interesting card, because it is a difficult card of adversity, card of a little bit of emotional dejection and disconnectedness. But once you meet the challenge, then you're like, okay, I couldn't do this the way that I thought I was going to need to be able to do this, or I don't have what I thought I needed, but you know what, I have all this stuff and I can figure it out. Once you step into that space, you move through the adversity and step into the Six, which is the exchange and reciprocity and growth. And on the table here, you have the Ace of Cups, being open and receptive to that, allowing your cup to be filled, allowing yourself to feel a sense of well-being, not getting stuck or mired in discontent or disbelief, tapping into resiliency, the stability that you do have, and relying upon that to get you through the adversity, and then being willing to receive new inspiration, new support, new ideas, new perspectives that's going to allow for the fulfillment and the moving out of the Five of Pentacles space. into the Ace, because this is new opportunity for love as well. So it also may be a person that's going to step in and support you, maybe romantically, maybe not romantically, but it is a gift of love and receptivity and blessing that is approaching. Oops. Oh, yeah, at the bottom here, 5 of Swords. So if you're getting in your own way, self-defeating thought, preventing yourself from moving on within your own estimation. This is with it in your own, with your perspective of your own material capabilities, your own material resources. This is within your story and your perspective and your opinion of what you think you can do. So it's a roadblock, but the Chariot's going to blow on through it. It's going to work through it. The Chariot says that, all right, this ball is rolling. This is just the stuff we're going to have to deal with. So I'll move through the point of potential scarcity, feeling like I don't have enough, and that sort of desire to hold on to everything that I have and not reinvest. That's going to make me feel like I have no resources available to me. I'm going to move through all of that, work with it, deal with it, because the 4 plus the 5 of Pentacles, you have both here on the table, that's the 9 of Pentacles. And the 9 of Pentacles is the card of resilience, self-reliance, self-motivation, independence, and capability, actionability. So if you work through the scarcity and work through the feelings of being without and sort of self-defeating and self-limiting, you have the 9, and that puts you in a position of power and resilience and capability. So remember that. And then the Chariot's going to roll right through to get to this Cup. So dealing with it is very important. It's not quick. It's not fast. It takes time. These are Pentacles. The Chariot, that could be fast. But it's the emotional response to it as well, because it is the card of Cancer. The emotional response to dealing with the reality of what you have right now and feeling that you don't have enough. All right. And then your response to that, moving through it, dealing with it, acknowledging it, working with it to get to the Ace of Cups for that fulfillment. That's going to be beautiful. But you have to get out of your own way in your heart and in your head. All right. You have to align those two things to allowing you to try, allowing you to be the Chariot and sit in that position of command with your intention. The Chariot isn't moved by brute strength. It's moved by force of intention and your will. Okay? So getting out of your own head, releasing old story, old expectation, releasing even old emotional and physical responses, they will rise up. And if you try to stay in a state of awareness, you'll recognize, okay, this doesn't apply anymore. This is sort of disrupting my flow in the moment because it's not applicable in this moment, but it's just I'm used to feeling this way, so it happened. So changing your mind about those things, reestablishing your story, your intention, and what you think is possible for you, and getting out of your own way. 2 5s here, points of adversity. So it's allowing yourself to acknowledge and work with and change your mind and your attitude and your perspective of things away from disappointment and loss or defeat and toward growth. All right, and then at the bottom of the deck, the Emperor, point of control. What is within your control to make a difference? What you can say yes, what you say yes and what you say no to is within your control. What you actually get up and do in your actions is within your control. How you decide you think and feel about things, well, how you acknowledge what you think about and feel about things, and what you do to adjust or grow or resolve those things is within your control. It's rational, reasonable, divine masculine, sort of divine masculine energy. So it's a point of authority as well. So how do we get from being self-defeated by previous thought and just routine, sort of the litany of the story of yourself that goes through your head and what you can expect and what you're capable of, and being in that point of commanding, authoritative power? What lies between that is the 10 of Wands. You have to release old burdens. Unburden yourself of crap from the past. Let go of it. Reprioritize those things that are significant and you want to carry forward with you, but let go of the stuff that's not yours. Let go of the stuff that no longer applies. Allow the new cycle to begin without dragging the old cycle into the mix. It's not necessary, and it's actually prohibitive, and it's going to trip you up as you go. You have to release yourself from the stuff that is not yours, and that is not true, and that does not apply. All right, and then we're going to clarify the Chariot. The Tower. The Tower with the Chariot. All right, the Tower is something in the external. Something is shifting, something is changing, something is falling away. And the Chariot's blown right on through. It's driving right on through and allowing it to fall. The Tower is shifting and moving something out of space, out of your capability to interact with it, that has been standing in your way, that has been preventing you from stepping into the new, into new experience, or limiting you in some way. Sometimes you thought it was something that was supportive of you, but it wasn't. You know, it was a facade. So it's being demolished. It's moving out of the way so that you can roll on through with all of this energy and intention that you have here. So things are shifting in your favor, working for you behind the scenes to just get the hell out of your way so that you can do what you needed to do. So that's great, because that's your intention, and this is universal intention, because this is internal, this is external. So that's a beautiful alignment and synchronicity. Fantastic. We're going to clarify the Four of Pentacles. Clarify the Four of Pentacles, please. Ten of Swords with the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so another closing of a cycle. You had the Ten of Wands, now you have the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords with the Four of Pentacles. This is concern over old story, old impression of not, see in the card here, she's looking back at Blanche in the Five. So she's concerned that she's going to be in a place of where she's going to be without again. She's going to be left out in the cold. The Five of Pentacles, though, is about your perspective. She doesn't have to be out in the cold. She can look at the window behind her instead of looking out, you know, to us and realize, oh, there is warmth and community and shelter that way. But she's just not looking in the right direction. That's about the innovative thought or approach to your resources. Check the directions that you're looking in. Check the things that you're looking at. Are there other things available? So, Ten of Swords is about being done with your impressions or old story, like we said with the Five of Swords. That coming to an end. Old communication or information that doesn't apply, that only pins you down and pins you a place and prevents your progression. Allow that to close so that the new cycle can open up and you can get closer to this Ace of Cups. Let it be done. Let it be over. Be hopeful. And then with the Five of Pentacles, we have the Star. Okay, so you may feel like you don't have the things that you need right now to make your long-term plan goal possible. You know, you feel like you don't have what you need that it's going to take to get to your ambition at the moment. The Star says, have hope, have faith. What you need will appear along the way as long as you do your part. As long as you do your part to rethink your resources and to check your perspectives and how you think things apply, and think outside of the box to get you to the next right thing, just the next right step. The other opportunities and resources will show up along the way, but you are required to do your part to reach those. You're not going to have everything that you need all at one time. It's going to appear as you progress through the experience. So having faith and trust that that's going to happen, it's very key into moving through the adversity of feeling like you are without. And then we have the Ace of Cups. Clarify, please. Three of Pentacles. All right, you're still at the Three of Pentacles point of creation. It's still the beginning. You're still setting up new habits. You're still looking for collaboration and information and things in the initial stages of development. So don't worry, you have the potential for the fulfillment. You have the blessing of the Ace of Cups, and you're at the point of actively manifesting, beginning the process right now. This is only week 2 of the intention. It feels like longer to me. And I don't know, maybe it feels like longer to you, but it feels like it's been about, a month has flown by already, a month or 2. But it's only been 12 days since I started this. But in a good way. I'm very much enjoying it. So the Three of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups is here for you to engage with if you can move through this 4 and 5, get to the Nine of Pentacles, release what no longer works, allow time and circumstance to move obstacle out of your way and tap into that momentum with your intention and your will to carry forward. You will reach this space of hopeful blessing and creation and capability and potential. The bottom of the deck, Six of Swords. You have to decide to move on to what's new and move away from what no longer applies. You have to choose to step into that point of growth, and when you decide, follow through with your action. At the bottom, you have the Lovers, commitment, conviction, unification. You said this is what you want to do. Keep saying that, and then doing what you need to do in order to honor that commitment. Not easy. It's not perfect. Some days are going to be good, some days are going to be bad. But recognize that just because you have one bad day or one bad moment, it doesn't destroy the whole thing. You can still realign and re-tap in and follow through from a point of faltering or from a point of tripping. It's not all wasted. Just get back on the horse and keep going and try to do better next time, or try to learn from what didn't work so that you can apply that when you try the next thing. All right, so commitment, conviction. What lies between the two? Justice. Allow for balance, allow for rational evaluation, fair evaluation, and reasonable assessment of the situation and the circumstances that you're dealing with, to allow you to adjust and evolve and to support growth along the way. Honest, clear, fair assessment of the situation. Libran energy, balance. Beautiful. Okay. So, a few points of adversity, a few points of difficulty, especially in regarding expectation, and sort of a little bit of dejection within the process. But you have the Chariot with the Tower and the Three of Pentacles with the Ace of Cups on your side, the Star on your side with that Five of Pentacles. So it's sort of like the initial test of your growth. What are you going to release? What are you going to move away from? What are you going to recognize no longer applies, and you don't need to feel or think that way anymore? How are you going to change your mind and your heart to align with where you want to go instead of keeping you where you've been? That's the question. All right, and the universe has your back. Says, attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. Okay, so if you need assistance in dealing with this adversity, or dealing with disappointment, or fear of progress, fear of success, fear of that you're not capable of doing what it is that you want to do, seek out advice, seek counsel. You have Cancer here on the table, talk to a Cancer. You have Aquarius here on the table, very innovative, remarkable thinkers, Aquarians. They have beautiful perspectives and brains that are just, there's something else, they're magical. They're magical. And that is within thought and perspective and the potential of that. Cancer is within emotion and relationship and flow. So with emotional and intellectual processing of things, seek out advice, seek out a friend, seek out a mentor, seek out a counselor, if you're having a whole lot of trouble moving through this sort of blocked space. But allow the time and the space. Allow the time and the space for the adjustment. You know, don't stay defeated. Recognize that you did feel defeated, and then move from there. And if you need assistance, if you need help, ask for help. Very important. All right, that's all I have for today, guys. I hope that was helpful or interesting or entertaining or whatever it is if you are journaling along. I think next week I'm going to be posting how I do my tarot journal videos. Also next week I have coming up the yearly reviews. I figured mid-January is a good time for yearly review for each sign placement. So that's something to look forward to. Otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.